we're going to go ahead and get this thing kicked off. And so, welcome to the business launch.
Yeah.
We're just gonna kind of go over and teach some contacting, and it's great to have these sessions. It's a good opportunity to bring everybody in that's new, or somebody who's wanting to get some traction in their business, and you can kind of teach contacting all together in one spot. So, Ronnie, appreciate you opening up your house and letting us have the business launch here tonight. So, this is a contacting script that you can print off of your electronic business center, and you can get this and download it, print it off, and it goes over. There's a CD called The Beginning Vital Behaviors, Chris Brady, Team 619. It's in Pack 3. That you can grab a hold, listen to that CD, and it'll kind of go over the script a little bit. But the beauty of the printout on the electronic business center is it's kind of got these cliff notes of some of the keys to having a successful contacting session. You can also get those keys out of this Life Team Builders textbook. I believe it's chapter 5, making a list and contacting. And actually on page 62 and 63, it goes over the actual contacting script in there. And so utilizing this tool here, the Life Team Builders textbook, is a great reference and resource. And so we'll kind of use this contacting script though. And if you flip it over to the back, right here, it's just kind of got these bullet points on how to have a successful contacting session. And so the key point to remember is you always need to figure out what's your why? Why are you doing this? You got to bring your dream out in front of you and figure out, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. You got to think about that. Maybe you can look at pictures of your kids before you start contacting her. For me, I'd be looking at a picture of a skid loader and 1,000 acres for sale, with a nice big duck lake on it and a bunch of deer stands on it. So whatever your why is, you definitely want to think about that. But you want to use the telephone as your primary source or your primary method of contacting somebody. A lot of times you might try to do it in person, and after a while you'll be able to do that okay. But it's always better when you're brand new to kind of use the phone and utilize that, because they can't see you shaking in your boots if you're a little bit nervous, or you can control it on the phone a lot better than if you're face to face. So use the phone as your primary source and method of contact. Follow the script exactly as written. I didn't always follow the script until I got frustrated, and I started to follow the script, and it actually works. Right? There's some principles in here we'll go over. And be excited, be brief, and then you want to answer a question with a question. This is the tough part for a lot of people, is when they call somebody up and they ask a question, you're good. They want to answer the question, right? And there's ways that we can help you answer a question with a question. Then you want to book it at their house for a house plan or a one-on-one at their house, right? And then you want to book it while you have them on the phone. Sometimes it'll be like, well, hey, things are real busy right now or whatever. Call me after Christmas. That's a big one right now, right? Yeah. If you got them on the phone, go ahead and book them for the time that you can get available in their calendar. So book a time to get with them at their house or at a house plan, or even inviting them to a Tuesday. The best way to get them to the Tuesday is just go pick them up and take them to the Tuesday with you. So set that appointment up. So be sure to book a solid written appointment in their calendar. It helps if you have your life leadership calendar as well. So you can actually pull this out and take it out to the week that you're working in and actually put it in your calendar. And you can tell them, hey, put it in my calendar. Do you keep your calendar? What do you keep your appointments in? Well, I keep them in my phone. Okay, well, jot this down, put it down on a piece of paper, so as soon as we get off the phone here, you can go ahead and put that appointment in your calendar. I put it in my calendar, you put it in yours. I'm real good at keeping appointments. I'll see you Wednesday at 8 o'clock or whenever you got it set up. So the Life Team Builders or the Life Calendar is a really, really good tool to have, along with the Life Team Builders textbook. So you put it in your calendar. You want to invite the whole couple. There's tons and tons of examples of it. Like if Chris and Marcia Robinson wouldn't have had Hillary sitting there with me, Chris contacted me, but if he wouldn't have made sure that, hey, Chris, is Hillary going to be there? Because I'll have Marcia with me, right? Yeah, Hillary will be home. Like if they would have just sat down with me, I would have never made a decision to do anything, right? So it's really important to have the entire couple there with you. So invite the whole couple, even if they have a significant other. Sometimes they're not married, but they have a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You want to pull a couple together. And I always like to reaffirm the time that we've scheduled to get back together with them. So as soon as I get, like if I'm getting ready to hang up the phone, I say, all right, man, we'll see you Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Talk to you later. You know, I say that a couple of times when I'm getting off the phone. Don't call to confirm them. Sometimes I'll say, hey, call me back, you know, or text me or something like that, you know. Just once you put it in the calendar, you know, we're coming over, right? We've set up the appointment, so no need to remind them at that point in time. So that's pretty valuable there. So for one-on-ones, look at their house. A lot of times it doesn't really work to show the plan on the bar, at the bar, because they got wax on the tables and you can't slide the paper around. And, actually, it's pretty difficult. It's noisy, it's loud, there's a lot of distractions. And there's a lot of things, if you got somebody like, I can look around here and really see what Ronnie and Henrietta are interested in, right? You know, if we're doing that at McDonald's or at a bar, you know, you just can't quite figure those things out. So book it at their house, and then overbook the amount of appointments that you want to show as you're running for a goal. And then there's one that's not noted there, but don't leave a message. So everybody write that in there. Don't leave a message, because at that point in time, you lose control of the situation, right? If I leave a message, hey Johnny, this is Chris. Hey, give me a call. I got a great opportunity for you. Then I hang up the phone, and then I'm going, you know, to play with the kids, or I got to go run an errand. I don't have my calendar with me, and so what happens is at that point in time, I'm not in control of the situation anymore when they call me back, and so I want to make sure that I've